50 years later. Number 3 Savile Row. It's back in the Beatles control again. There's the Apple control again, isn't it? It's going to... You're going to get to go in the basement where they recorded Let It Be, and that's going to get to go up on the roof. That's going to be even more amazing on that roof, isn't it? It's got the iconic rooftop concert. Oh, hello, welcome to the Mermaid Tavern. How are you doing? Slonjova, skål, yakida, bottoms up. Ooh. Exciting news, isn't it? I'm sure you've heard. I'm recording this, Monday the 11th evening, and this morning, like many of you, woke up the news, the email from the Beatles.com sent number 3 Savile Row. Number 3 Savile Row is opening up to the public. In other words, Apple have bought it back. 50 years? Yeah, 50 years after they left it in 1976. That is, and we're going to get the chance to go inside from April next year, I understand. I just signed up to it this morning, didn't you, to re-register your interest. I was a bit, could you believe it? It was almost too good to be true. The amount of times I thought this should be open to the public. You know, apparently it's all the idea of the new CEO of Apple, isn't it? Tom Green. Paul McCartney describes it as being a bit of a live wire, and he's got all the interest. This is great. I mean, I have to say, I've not been so excited about a bit of Beatles news for quite a long time now. Maybe when I heard the news that Peter Jackson was doing this long version of Get Back, all the and cleaning up the footage and all this unseen stuff coming out again, I was excited by that. But this building's so iconically associated with the Beatles, isn't it? I mean, after Abbey Road, it is, isn't it? The most iconic building. They've obviously been back recently because Ringo was quoted in the press release as saying it was like coming back home again. I suppose it was home to them for a while, wasn't it? The studios in the basement, you're going to get to go in there where Let It Be was recorded. It's going to be sort of memorabilia, I think, and Paul says there's going to be a shop selling merch, of course. Everyone wants to do is go on the roof, isn't it? Did you go in it when it was an Abercrombie and Fitch? The kids Abercrombie and Fitch. I didn't go in. I used to go outside number 3 Savile Row quite a bit because I used to do walking tours around, like a rock and roll walk around Soho, and then a Beatles walk. And stopped doing those a long time ago. I think the last time I went up that way was about 2012. And before that, I can't remember exactly when, they were doing lots of work on it. And the plaque wasn't up yet. But I was there, and the door opened. Well, the door was open, and it was open. There was sort of wooden boarding around it all, like, you know, that one of those temporary things that builders put onto a door. And I sort of looked in the door a bit, and then the builder came out in a hard hat, and I could see propped up on the ground against the wall, the inside wall, so you couldn't see it from outside, the blue plaque that said the Beatles played here. And I said to I knew he wasn't going to let me in, but I said, "Can you look at the plaque?" He said, "Yeah, have a look at the plaque." And he sort of gave it to me to hold, and it was quite light. I remember it was quite lightweight, sort of quite plasticky, if I remember rightly. And I didn't have many people on that walk that day. About maybe 4, possibly 5 people. We all got a chance to hold it and take a photograph. I didn't get any photographs of me holding it, unfortunately. I took the photographs of them holding it. I wish I had. Anyway, it was quite a long time afterwards that the plaque went up on the wall, because they were doing that. And obviously, at that time, they were doing all the stuff that was going to turn it into Abercrombie and Fitch kids. I got to take pictures of people with that plaque. Why isn't it up on the wall yet? Anyway, it did happen eventually. It is there today, of course, the one you see today. I never went in. No, Alan, you did, didn't you? And tried to get up to the roof, but of course they weren't going to let you. But you are going to go up to the roof. And how are they going to do that? They're going to put sort of decking out there, make it safe so people you don't have a Ron Nasty moment and kick somebody off the roof. It's going to be totally brilliant, isn't it? And memorabilia, how they're going to, what sort of stuff they're going to have back. There was a brass plaque outside the door saying Apple, wasn't there? What happened to that? That could come back. or maybe it'd be on view inside the. There was a flag as well. A lot of people realise that, but there was a flag out the front with an apple on it, actual flag. So yeah, will that come back? What about crowd control? How are they going to do that? Is it going to be a repeat? Is it going to be a piss off all the local businesses round there? That's going to be hilarious, isn't it? Do you remember that policeman? What was he called? Ray Dagg. There's interviews with him, aren't there, on YouTube? He said, all the West End, it's all been jammed up. 15,000 people or something. He came up with that number at the top of his head. But is it going to be a repeat? It obviously is well past the days of Beatlemania, but is it going to be the repeat of that? They're going to have to stream it somehow. They're going to have to have time tickets, so you only turn up at a certain time, or so they don't cause delays, just like or some sort of situation like they do with the Beatles homes in Liverpool. You take them there, or I mean, there's some sort of thing so they don't cause delay, big hold-ups, big lines of people, queues on the pavement. So it's going to be something like that. The door. Yeah, the door. It was on the back of Ringo's rotogravure, wasn't it? The door with all the graffiti on, all the names on it. I think it's in the back room. It's called. It's a bar. Have you been there? It's a little bar on Old Park Lane, which is just around the back of where the Hard Rock Cafe is. Which it's going to be interesting to see what they put in there. Oh, really? Can you tell I'm excited? Yeah. The house has got an interesting history because it was, I think, one time lived in by Emma Hamilton, Lord Nelson's love, Lady Hamilton. She was from not Liverpool, but the Wirral, I think near Neston, around there. So that's a sort of Merseyside connection. I wonder if that'll be. They'll talk about that somehow. It's such exciting to go in there. I tell you, as I say, it's the most exciting bit of Beatles news, isn't it, Paul? Yeah, it's the most exciting bit of Beatles news we've had for a long time. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really glad to be talking about that. Talk about it some more, and I'm glad to be back because I've been away for a bit. Did you miss me? Variety of didn't feel like making videos, and I felt a bit, and I wasn't sure people were watching them, and I won't bore you with all that. And I hope I hope you stayed with me till 10 minutes an hour into it, and I'm going to let you go. More to talk about the Beatles enriching our lives. I always try and do things that are interesting, and because they were a creative force that inspired me, so I wanted to do something creative with this channel. And hope you, if you haven't watched my other content, please do, and please give me a like, because it really helps get me out there, because I haven't made a video for a long time. People have forgotten about me and forgotten about me. I really hope to see you again. Will I see you again? I sincerely hope so. Slàinte, bless you.